Hi everyone, welcome to Testimony Thursday. My name's Jesus and this is my fiance Valerie. We want to share today our encounter with God throughout this journey of engagement. The story begins 10 years ago where we met at youth ministry at our local parish at Immaculate Conception. Throughout these years, God has influenced our relationship in many ways. There are many things to be grateful for and many things that God has showed us throughout the years. I guess our relationship would be considered long distance because for 4 years, Valerie attended school at the University of San Diego. Despite that distance, I felt that God really helped us in understanding the sacrifices that we were doing, especially in those times where we really needed each other. We felt like we could fall back to God for anything that was going on with us. I think today we want to just focus on one thing that we can highlight on what has influenced our relationship the most. I would like to talk and explain what led up to our willingness to say, okay, maybe it's time, and it's time to commit, and what led us and what led me to think that it was a good time for me to propose and to start this engagement and this process of wanting to get married. When Valerie graduated from university, she came back home, so we were closer and we were able to attend Mass together, which I think was a huge change in our relationship and our relationship with God specifically. We were able to go to Mass together every Sunday, and I think, and you can agree with me or not, but I think the fact that we were attending Mass together every Sunday was very significant. I feel like we built our relationship. We had many moments of conversation. Even in that community, we started attending Mass in extraordinary form at San Secondo in Guasti. In that community, we found and met a lot of great friends who I could call them mentors, or more just people who really asked us a lot of hard questions and, who really pushed our faith. Within that time of attending Mass together, I feel like we also started to challenge ourselves to how can we pray, or how can we do better to be better with God. I'll be honest, praying together has been hard. So it might be a surprise to some of you, but it's been very hard. We've tried doing the Angelus together every day, doing scheduled prayer. It's been something that's been tough. But we think that by the grace of God, we'll be able to improve and get better. To go back to how we were influenced, I feel like we go back to the Mass and how encountering Jesus every Sunday helped us to understand ourselves better, understand what our vocation was. I think it helped us to see with clarity that God was really calling us to marriage. Even though it was just that one small sacrifice, like attending Mass together, God poured out His heart and His mercy on us and really told us or showed us, if you guys are really serious about this sacrament, this vocation in our church, then here are the things that you must do. With that being said, we can say that God has played a strong role in showing us that this vocation is what we want to pursue through the sacrament of the Eucharist and through the friendships and fellowship that we encounter in that community.
Another part of how Mass really influenced our relationship towards marriage was, for me at least, the cross. The cross signifies, Jesus dying for us because He loved us. And I think marriage, it's kind of the same way. Like, you are literally dying to yourself, and marriage is about, serving your spouse and then, eventually your children. And so it's just that dying into yourself and to be less selfish and make that sacrifice every day to love your family, to be a good wife, to be, a good mother, carrying your cross.
I mean, it's been 10 years, and we can really truly say that God has been truly merciful and loving to us. He poured out so much for us, and I think this discernment and this willing to say yes to this vocation only just adds to that, because you want to give back to God, because because of how much He has given to us, especially in this long time, 10 years in relationship. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to see how God can influence, how we can encounter God. Well, that was our testimony. I hope it kind of inspires some of you. I know it's not something big or crazy, but we really hope that influences and motivates some of you guys who are, thinking about the vocation of marriage. And it is a beautiful vocation. We hope that whoever is really thinking of marriage is trusting in God. And again, we are truly grateful with God for everything that He has given us. So I hope you guys liked the video, and quick shout out to Newman Club at CSUSB and all the Agustinians at San Secondo di Asti and all the people from Immaculate Conception Church. You know who you are. Well, we got to shout out our youth group where we met, Exodus Youth Group. Shout out to them too. Thank you guys for joining us.